Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. We're playing more Gundam Battle Operation 2. This is my first 2 ranked matches, so it was pretty nerve-wracking for me, man, because this shit was fucking scary. Well, and in reality it wasn't too scary. I actually did really good. Recorded these 2 clips for y'all to show you, and so I can share this glorious experience with y'all. Anyway, so I'm playing with the GM Kai. It was a pretty great mobile suit, honestly. I kind of skipped over it at first because, you know, it's just a slightly better GM and everything else. You know, warning, I'm going to preface this by saying, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've heard people call it a GM, the GM Kai, the GM 2, the GM Sniper. I always thought it was GM because it stands for Gundam Mass Produced. Anyways, so we're playing a ranked match. It's a 200 cost match. I sorted in the GM Kai. I'm using the bullpup machine gun because I had read online on the subreddit for Gundam Battle Operation 2 that the bullpup machine gun is actually a fucking beast. It shoots really fast and it reloads really fast, so the DPS is really high on it. And as you can see, me and the Zaku are fucking wrecking this GM. Went for the finishing blow on it. So 36 rounds, it still does a good amount of damage. There's another GM that I'm attacking. See how quick its health dropped? You know, when you notice my shots landing on it, I whiffed the saber slash. But you know, this guy didn't really know how to back out of an engagement. But then again, he got swarmed by all 4 of us. As I mentioned before, this is a 200 cost ranked match. So, you know, when you play these lower ranked matches, see the opposing team planted the bomb. If you're new to this game, you can plant a bomb in your opponent's base, and if it detonates, you get like a lot of points for your team. And I fucking attacked my own teammate, which is a no-no. And I stumbled him again. So if you're a good player, you don't do that to your teammates. And notice how quick the reload was on that machine gun, man. And we're going for the vulture kill on this one, trying to steal that kill from the Yak guy there. There we go, got him. And that's why I kind of like machine guns a little bit more than like any kind of beam weapon. The beam weapons, yeah, have a huge damage output, but the machine gun, it just chews through people, man. Some like right there, like that guy had almost full health, and I dropped him all the way down to about a half. So we're fighting a GM trainer right now. You actually get those by completing the training mode. I didn't know that until like today. And finishing blow on him, and he decides to go for the tackle. Not very smart in this case. I think he could have just dodge rolled, try to get out of there, finish him off with the rest of the machine gun. And so they succeeded in destroying our base, and notice how their points jumped up really high. Yeah, so that can really turn the tides of the battle. Here, I had to decide who to help out, so I decided to help out my Yak guy friend, since, well, actually he really didn't need help, and I vultured the kill from him. So now we're moving on, and we're trying to find a... I was going to go take E at this point, and I only saw that there's one guy up there. I still had a decent amount of health. I was feeling really cocky, but I started clenching my cheeks together when I saw it was a guy with a bazooka, because the bazooka and the beam saber combo can really jack your shit up. Then I see the Zaku land, and I bail out real fucking quick. They also called an artillery strike on there, and artillery fucks you up. I don't know who lost it. Launched the tackle on that guy. And here he goes. Start trying to go for a close quarters engagement with this guy. He's clearly outnumbered. Finished him off again. The machine gun's really good for really finishing off enemies who are really low on health. Or even just putting the pressure on some enemies. People... I do it too, but when I notice I'm getting pecked a lot with a machine gun, I start panicking and trying to figure out where I'm trying to go. And in the time you're deciding where to go, that damage adds up, and you're already like a half health, and you don't even know. So, there's another machine gun for like the Federation side. It's the 100mm machine gun. You usually find it like on the ground GMs or even the regular GM. It has a high damage output, but it's slow firing, and the reload time is actually just a smidge slower on there. So honestly, I think this bullpup machine gun is where to go. So once you get the GM Kai, that bullpup machine gun can actually go into a lot of other suits. Here I am trying to plant the bomb in the enemy base, trying to get our points back too. trying to increase the lead between the two teams. This is usually really dangerous, but in this case, since I had, what, 2 other allies with me covering my ass, seemed like a pretty good move. We planted the bomb. I really hope that fucking detonates in time or no one decides to defuse it. So, I'm still in 1 life, got like 3 or 4 kills in. I'm at 6,000 armor, still pretty good. I gotta be careful with that leg damage though, because that will add up, especially if I take another bazooka round to the legs. Assisting the destruction of that guy. The guys on my team are actually doing a really good job, even though when I first sorted into this round, I don't know how well they'd be doing. I'm fighting a Zaku 2 and a GM trainer again. Got hit by a bazooka round or something. Looks like it's about 3 on 2. We can take him, I think, but no one wants to advance too fast yet. That GM trainer's getting me to run for my money with that 100 machine gun of his. He's actually doing a lot of damage. So with machine guns, we didn't know if you do enough damage and enough hits with it, it actually causes a slight stumble. Got the assist on that guy. Reloading. Alright. Saw on the radar there's a guy up the hill. He's hurting my Zaku friend there. He went for the tackle. Get that invulnerability frames. So there you go. Stop the pursuits. That way give him a stumble and help my Zaku friend out. 1, 2. Still not dead yet. I just literally did a reload on him, but I got that reload to deal with. Kind of cycle through my weapons, kind of trying to panic him and see what I can do. Zaku takes him out with a quick tackle, and that's the end of that guy. Since this is a low-cost match, destroying enemies doesn't really give you too many points, but it's also really good to kind of thin them out so you can make a way to the base. Because I think in these low-cost matches, destroying the base is what you need to do to kind of like get yourself a huge lead. Because these guys are only like 200 cost, maybe 100. That Zaku went for that red Zaku there, and the opposing team went for that tackle to try to get out of there. I get hit with the bazooka round, and this is the other GM Kai and the other team. Actually, it's a regular GM. I'm gonna go out like a champion and try to get that last slash, but he got me. So that's my first death for the round. A little crazy, isn't it? That's actually probably the best I've done in a while, because I actually put this game down for a while and then picked it back up. But you know, I'm addicted again, and we're gonna sortie back again at command point D. And also with these low-cost matches, it's kind of fun because even if you get destroyed, you're back in the action again. Because with the low-cost mobile suit, you're back in the fight about like maybe 5 to 7 seconds again, compared to like maybe like a 300 cost where you're back in the fight maybe about like 8 or 9, even a 10. All right, so right now it's an all-out war on their half of the map. On their half of the map. Right here, I kind of pick my fights, saying like who's the weakest, who can I help out the most. I'm helping out my guy friend because he's a raid suit and he's really vulnerable to these general type suits. And this is great. This guy actually got me with a really good counter. He saw it coming. I even went for the slow strike, and he saw it coming, and he countered me really well. He didn't go for the follow-up attack on while I was on the ground. He could have at least done some damage to me and had me soft and weak for one of his other friends, but I think he was more preoccupied with the other guy. He went for the tackle and missed. I go for the side swipe. He's not dead just yet. 1 or 2 bullets and he's down. Let's see, that was only 100 cost. Alright, guy combat rolls towards me. That's another thing about the GM Kai I wanted to say too, that it's a little better than the GM because I think its firing mod is a little higher. Round's close to ending, and there it is. To finish that thought, the GM Kai is actually really cool because it has a dodge roll. And that can really save your bacon compared to the GM who you kind of have to like saunter out of the way of damage. And so that was my first round with the GM Kai. My first ranked match too, and I did really well enough where I got a star next to my name showing that I beat my rival in the game. And there's a little screen because this is my first ranked match, so it's gonna treat me like a newbie on this. I've been playing for a while. I've been playing since maybe this game came out. I just downloaded it on a Japanese account and playing it on my English account right now. And there we go. Still D- ranking, but got buku points on that one. Alright, so here's the second round. I just sorted again. A little interesting story real quick. I had gotten the Zaku 2 heavy arms in the gacha roll, and I thought it was kind of useless because it's just a support type Zaku, and it's only 200 cost and the armor level's kind of low. But it really comes into play here, and it was a beast in this round, honestly. What's great about the Zaku is that it actually has a shield too, so you actually get a little bit of defense on there too. And you got a Heat Hawk too, which actually increases your melee damage a little bit more. I'm sorting here with the M&P 90, I think it's called. It's like the bullpup machine gun, but for like Zeonic mobile suits. Same thing, a little weaker, but a high DPS on there. So it's really good for just completely wearing down someone's armor and getting the final kills on someone. The high rate of fire really helps out on that. This Zaku's a little special too because if you can see on the legs, it has the missile pods. You know, so in other games I've played like with Gundam and everything else, and the Zaku's with the leg missile pods, they're really cool. And this one, not so much. The missile pods feel pretty weak, and they're really slow. So you really have to like anticipate where your opponent's going to even hit, and even then, it doesn't even like do that much damage. The game says it's really good for attacking enemies on the ground, so maybe for follow-up shots after you topple someone over with a heavy attack. So here we are. We just captured a base C, moving to the top of the hill. Enemy Zaku right there, firing his rockets at me. This team is really favoring the rockets, so it's kind of freaking me out, thinking like, well, they're gonna do the whole rocket stun and heavy attack meta, but we'll see how it goes. See, now that I'm a support suit and the opposing team is mainly general purpose suits, I got the advantage on them, which means I do a little extra damage and I take a little bit less damage. There's a GM camouflage right there. You know, that's the one thing about the GM camouflage is that they have a special ability where they actually come up on your map as a good guy, as your ally, and that tricked me there. I gotta admit there, that legit tricked me. I thought it was my guy because I know we have a GM camouflage on our team. So I decided to peel away from that combat, from that attack, and go start working on this GM cannon here. We both go for the tackle, we both collide at the same time, doing no damage to each other. I noticed my GM friend there is under attack from 2 guys, so I'm reloading my gun, and I realized I had the cracker grenade. And so the cracker grenade is really good because it actually has a wide area of effect compared to other hand grenades. And since I'm a support unit, it does a lot of damage to that general purpose suit over there, the GM. So me and the GM cannon are going at it. He stunned me with his cannon, doing a lot of damage, and he's just firing at me. My armor's falling really low, I'm panicking, I'm reloading. I'm down to 1,000 health, I'm kind of debating using the rocket pods, and I realize that they suck. Then I go up there, last 2 bullets into his face, he's down. But I am crippled, I am wounded, I am panicking, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to go out with a bang with fighting this other Zaku. Reloading again, he's distracted my buddy there. He's going for the beam saber, the Heat Hawk slash, so you get hit with a rocket, and I finish the job. So great, 2 kills. Alright. Reloading my gun. Oh, you see? And there we go. Get shot from behind, and I lay there crumpled like a sad piece of tissue paper. And I die. So from that other GM camouflage. It's probably the same guy that fucked me over earlier. And he gets knocked down, that's what he gets. Alright, sortie back again in 6 seconds. I pick base C since it's a little closer to the action. Ah, but I sorted there as a pilot. I was gonna see if I can try to fire an artillery strike, but I think someone's already using it. So I request my MS. And I hop back in, getting ready get it back into the fray. The score is a pretty good lead. They just caught up, killing one of our guys. So we're gonna see what we can do about that. So we just called an artillery strike, I think right on top of the hill. I see a lonesome little GM over there. Let me go see what I can do to him. It looks like a GM camouflage that I'm going for. Or I can't tell from here. Anyway, so I started trying to lay the damage on him, get that quick reload in, make sure to top off my rounds. So I got the advantage on him, so I'm just laying in. I'm laying into him 200 damage every time. That adds up, especially these low-cost mobile suits not having too much armor. Then I just start laying into him with the cracker grenades. That does 1,400 damage. That's pretty good. He's trying to hit me with that bazooka, but the one thing about bazookas is that if you miss your shot or whatever, you have a long wait in between your next shot. And God help you if you have to reload, because reloads take forever with that too. I cut him off here on the other top of the hill. He hits me with that first rocket, but he's nowhere near me to do a follow-up beam saber attack, and I finish the job with the rest of my machine gun. So I see the GM cannon from earlier chasing one of our other dudes. Alright, then I lay into him with the machine gun. I stun him a little bit. He goes for that tackle to kind of get away, but I think he got caught on the base. He's still trying to focus on our little dude there, pilot, trying to plant the bomb. Like a good player, I get his attention. And here I try to use the missile pod, but look, either I'm really shitty and I don't know how to use them, which is probably most of the case, but I miss with the missile pods. Getting a couple more rounds on him. I tried going for the heavy slash, but his entire shield takes it, destroying his shield, and he goes for that tackle. I tackle back, neutral slash, and he's down. So this support type Zaku is pretty good. It can actually hold its own in close quarters combat pretty well. So we had the bomb planted. We got 45 seconds. They planted a bomb on our base, and this is where I'm kind of panicking because if their bomb goes off, they're gonna get a good lead, and if our bomb goes off, we'll get a decent lead. So I'm kind of panicking, trying to get my way to the other base, to our base, to defuse. But this GM camouflage has gotten in the way, and he entered the comedy zone, and he just got knocked over. I finished the job. I'm getting attacked with this general purpose Zaku 2. He's hitting me with that bazooka and keeps stunning me, but luckily he's pulling back to kind of give me some breathing room. Right by me. Just missed me. That probably honestly would have killed me. Hit him with the cracker grenade. He really panicked and trying to get away. I finished him off with a grenade. If I was smart, I would have reloaded my grenades so I had a couple extra ones ready to go. I see that also was taking base C, so we got their base. We got an extra 180 points. Try to get a grenade up there, trying to soften up whoever's up there, because I think it was a pilot, but I see that it was a pilot getting into their GM, and a clutch defuse by K12E13, another player on my team, defused the bomb, keeping us in the lead. I see that GM right there, he peels back, but that freshly repaired, freshly sorted Zaku is ready to kick my ass. He comes in here ready to kick my ass. I missed with that grenade. I'm getting bombarded with grenades by that GM, and right there, I think I was taken out by the machine gun of that GM, but he got me right from behind. I was already pretty weak, like a piece of fucking tissue paper. All I needed to do was just breathe on me, and I'd be gone. The GM ground tap's actually a really good suit too. They recently just buffed it, where it's got a really good tackle on it now, and it's got a dodge roll, which is also very, very good. All right, sortie back into the combat, right there. See, that guy just entered the comedy zone. He got just fucking manhandled by all four of us, and it just turns into an all-out melee right there. Explosions and dust everywhere. I'm attacking that GM camouflage because he's already really weak. I'm trying to get the kill on him. Reloading my gun. He hits me with that bazooka, but he tries to rush me with a fucking heat hawk. But my buddy backs me up, gets the assist. So we're doing pretty good. We just literally cleared all the enemies off that hill. We're dealing with that other GM cannon there. We all see him. We're all going for him. I think all of us are getting kind of kill greedy for this because we know we're gonna win. We just want this kill so we can add it to our record and get a little bit more points. But another visit to the comedy zone on this one. We all get knocked down by our GM trainer friend. I try to go for that heat hawk kill, but I just decide it's not worth it and finish him off with the machine gun. Well, these last two guys though, I'm gonna try to engage, but I don't think I'm gonna even get the kill on these guys or even do anything special. See, that Zaku shield really came in handy on my left arm. That deflected the bazooka round and kept me from getting stunned and protected me from damage. And right now I'm just kind of throwing grenades to kind of just soften everyone up, just get the points, just have fun. Try to see if I can get that one quick smack of the heat hawk, but the animation turned to get back up. This guy's really weak, but couldn't get that final kill. And that's it. That's my second ranked round. Did really well with that Zaku heavy arms type. Super good. If you do get this in the gacha, it's a really good mobile suit. It's a really good, I guess you would call it a frontline support. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for catching my video. If you want to see more Gundam Battle Operation videos, just like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.